It's the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Bryce Hall versus Austin McBroom.
Look at Michael Buffer just standing in the middle, just going, no one gives a fuck about this.
His plastic surgeon deserves a knighthood. His eyelids and everything are on point.
Everything is on point. Eyelids looking Gucci.
I could be wrong, but Bryce looks a little bit scared to me.
Okay. Yeah, his eyes are a bit too wide.
His eyes are on everything but Austin McBroom. I wonder if age will help a lot here, because this is a hell of a lot, to take on board for a young man who's recently become famous, whereas Austin has been famous for a lot longer, from what I understand.
Relatively,
right?
yeah. But he does have the hair of a young man.
Austin's already moving quite nice here, and he's hit a nice body shot. He's smiling a lot, McBroom, and he's going for the left, and they lock up.
Oh, you can't do that on the way out.
And a cheap shot by McBroom there. I don't know if Bryce Hall knows how to throw punches properly here. When we see in the original spar from Bryce Hall, we've seen a lot of slapping and just wild swinging and not throwing punches properly, and we've seen that already. So as much as that was 3 months ago, it's still there in him.
Difficult to train out in 3 months, isn't it? Yeah.
And he's taken a shot. He could be in a little bit of trouble here. There's a point been taken from Bryce Hall.
Wow, the referee just swore at Bryce Hall. Get in the fucking corner.
This is a huge disadvantage for Bryce Hall. The likelihood of him winning now, after having a point deducted apparently for dirty fighting, but I think he's going to be punched out before then anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, he's taking a big jab to the face there.
Yeah, exactly. And then the swing of the right from McBroom.
But Bryce Hall is in trouble here, and as predicted,
it's the end of the round.
Words exchanged. Bryce Hall has taken some big shots. He's also got a point deducted, which means he'd need a knockout. And to be honest with you, with the way he punches, highly unlikely.
Ain't gonna happen.
And I think Austin McBroom will probably finish Bryce Hall in the next round, just because once you get that feel of someone when you spar them or box them, and the first round goes really well for you, he's going to think, yeah, I'm going to put my foot on the gas here, I think, and go for it. You see, he didn't take a point from Austin McBroom for a dirty punch as they were being separated by the referee, but he does take a point from Bryce Hall for something else. Just terrible refereeing, really. It can't be one rule for one and one rule for the other. So what does Bryce Hall do here? Well, look, it was a tiny little punch as they were getting separated. So it's really been unfavourable to Bryce Hall, even though he looks bad. The referee hasn't done him any favours there.
No.
One thing I will say for Bryce is, we've seen people struggle for confidence. He isn't scared of getting hit. He's walking forward and he's trying to enforce himself, but he's just terrible at boxing, and he's gonna get hurt here.
Yeah, he's gonna get knocked out, isn't he?
When you do, he's wildly swinging. He doesn't know how to box at all by the looks of this. The level has dropped so much from Gibb. You know what I mean? We've seen Gibb put on a really solid boxing display there.
Yeah, I almost want to see McBroom versus Gibb now.
And Bryce is just there's just no boxing technique whatsoever here. There's no jab. He's trying to wrestle. Just even the basics, the 1-2, the hooks. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, man.
There's no strategy.
He's going to get knocked out.
He's taking a series of basically really bad headshots.
Yeah. This is what we're seeing and this is what I thought. When I seen him spar and I seen Austin McBroom spar, you just see one person who's got a bit better coordination and one kid who's a nerd who thinks he's hard. You know what I mean? Bryce Hall he's not going to be a good boxer ever. He hasn't got it in him.
He's the hard man in his group.
There's some people, they've got mental strength. In their head, they think they're a hard guy, but in reality, not at all. And he is that guy. It's one thing acting tough when you're with your friends. It's another thing actually having a fight. And this kid doesn't know how to fight at all.
Just landed a really stiff left hand.
It's a standing count. Bryce is complaining about the referee, but he's also just taking a battering here. Right. I'm calling it though. Bryce Hall getting absolutely battered. Good for a draw, lads.
Yeah.
We'll see it.
Or at least Bryce Hall win.
I'll see you when this is a draw.
Look forward to Bryce Hall winning this one.
This kid thought he could fight JJ. KSI would fucking knock this kid out easy within 2 rounds. Easy.
I mean, look at that. There.
KSI would fucking kill him.
Yeah, because when you see McBroom timing him there, you can see JJ could easily do that.
I think KSI is a better boxer than McBroom, and this is going terribly for him.
Yeah, exactly.
JJ would hit him hard. JJ would drop him in the first round, probably.
That would be fun to watch, though, wouldn't it? Yeah. That's what we want. That's what we want. However, it would still end up in a draw, which would mean in a rematch in the end.
It wouldn't. It would end up with Bryce Hall in a body bag.
Right, okay.
Quite honestly.
Okay.
From what I'm seeing. It's just this this
flailing, basically.
It's just not boxing, bro. Like, you've had months to prepare for this, and you haven't got a clue how to fight.
Oh, bro, he
not
keeps
a
just
clue,
catching
man.
him.
Austin McBroom should have put this kid away like ages ago. He's actually not looking great either here. Oh, lovely straight left, and he's going to put Bryce away.
Yeah,
it looks like he's going to put him away.
Yeah, he is. That's him done. Surely. Nah, Bryce is done now.
This is exactly what we said. When Bryce Hall looked like shit in his first spar, what he said was, 3 months later, it's my first spar. Yous are all thinking that that's how I fight. I don't. Mate, you fucking do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what I'm saying. You look like shit, my guy.
That was a straight right. Oh, he's down. Yeah, this is done.
It's all over?
This is all waved off.
It's all over.
Yeah.
And Austin McBroom is the winner, and Bryce Hall is complaining. Mate, welcome. Mate, you need to adjust to reality. You need to think about reality here. You're fucking terrible, and you don't belong in a boxing ring.
Congrats to Austin McBroom, though. That must be very satisfying because he's taken a lot of shit from Bryce Hall recently.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is, look, I know they haven't had long to train, but we've done enough of these YouTube boxing events to know if someone has a bit of natural talent, you can see it. Even Deji in that first round, you see some natural talent. Yes, he lost. Especially Vinny Hatter, you see some natural talent. He is still in denial. He's been beaten handedly. He's battered and bruised, and he's still shaking his head, laughing as if that wasn't a beating. Mate, this is where you get humbled. It's important to be able to be... If you take an L, accept it, embrace it, shake hands and go, the better man won. Austin McBroom did not look good here. He just looked good enough to beat the fuck out of that kid. Austin McBroom, I wouldn't put him anywhere near a KSI or a Jake Paul. I know he thinks he can do it. I'm not sure. I don't think he should. This guy's got like the face of a librarian. He ain't made for this shit. You know what I mean? Like,
there's some very respectable librarians out there, but I get your point.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he does not respond like a fighter. He is not a fighter up here. That nose is getting bigger by the second as it's getting battered.
And then there's that. So that's what he's complaining about, is he says he's been thrown to
Yes, he was thrown to the ground in the middle of an arse kicking.
Yeah.
So it's like the referee just goes, you've been getting fucked up.
Yeah.
I'm calling this not for
mercy.
the throw.
Yeah, it's mercy.
I'm throwing the towel in for you because your coaches seem to want you to die tonight. We could give Bryce Hall a gun, he'd still lose. Do you know what I mean? The kid isn't a fighter.
Is he not?
And this is the thing. We've all met that guy in high school or in college who thinks he's king shit and he can act like the hard man. And because he acts like the hard man, his friends believe it.
And no one challenges him.
And no one challenges him.
And one day.
But one day, the bully gets called out. And from the sparring footage, we've seen this coming a mile off, but it's been confirmed.
Satisfying.
The kid's shit.
Yeah. Draw. It's a draw.
It is. They've just called it a majority draw.
Majority draw.